Hey guys, Strike here, welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. And guys, I have absolutely no idea what we want to do because we are in Alabastra. We are right outside of Bhaile. We are about to enter the Prismir Basin or the House of Vengeance, like 400 other incredibly badass areas that are gonna finish the game. And I'm so afraid of this thing finishing. This is like our 23rd session or something. We've put in about 140 hours. I absolutely adore this game. And there's a whole DLC remaining after it. But I don't know whether I want to go back and I want to finish the House of Valor, which I figured out was DLC, by the way. That place did not exist in the main game, so that is also a DLC thing. So it's either finish the main game and do the DLC later, or do it now. And I came into this session before I decided. I was like, I'll just decide while I'm doing the intro. That'll be fine. No, I'm not even fucking close to it. I think maybe it just feels like such an anticlimax to end the last session where we ended it right outside of Bhaile. And then just be like, okay, I'm gonna go do some arena battles now and become a big, sexy, meaty gladiator man. No, it just feels wrong. As much as I want to hang out with that old, drunken bitch, I think we need to save the world. And you know what that means? That means tracking down that fucking scout that we were told about as soon as we got to, what the fuck is this place called? Amura, that I just never found. He was like, oh, don't worry, the scout's just up on the fucking hill. What hill? There are 50 hills. This entire fucking place is nothing but hills. Hills and trolls are pretty much all this place has to fucking offer, and there's one of them right now. How convenient. I thought I murdered you. So I'm hoping that maybe the scout is up on this bridge, but, I mean, was she murderable? Because she's not here now, and she's not even appearing on the fucking map. I hate this. I hate this so much. Because he said it as if it's gonna be like a really, really important thing, like, ooh, you don't want to miss out on whatever the scout has to say. She's fucking amazing and 1,000 times better than you. But I have to miss out on what the scout has to fucking say, because chances are she is this male corpse right here. I got a sex change and then immediately fucking died. God damn. It's a horrible way to go. What do we got in here? Absolutely fuck all. So, game, be nice. Oh, I've already been here? Maybe she got confused because I ran past her and the AI is just like, nah, I guess we're fucking out then. Because he definitely set up on a hill. I don't want to Google this. I haven't really used a guide, as far as I can remember, through the entire game so far. If I end up breaking that promise on this, of all things, I think I might actually weep on camera. And did you come into this video expecting to see a grown man cry? Probably not. And if you did, I'm terrified. Oh god, okay. Well, let's make our way back down here, because there's a lot more ways we can go, unless the scout was this big, meaty, crystalline troll bitch. I don't want to think about that, because I don't really want to get whack-a-moled within the first 3 minutes of the fucking video. I prefer to not become paste within like 2 seconds. So where the hell is the goddamn guy? The scout? The anything? I'm gonna go this way and hope for the best. There's gotta be like 1 billion more hills around here, right? Because that's what I was screaming about at the start of the goddamn episode, so if I was lying to you all, I am oh so very sorry. I've literally murdered people in that ditch. So it's probably not to do with this. I just don't see why I would talk to a scout if the scout is already basically at the fucking walls, thereby fucking completely ruining what the hell they're scouting. Like, I don't need a report if you've already slaughtered all the Tuatha ever. I might need to Google it. I might need to genuinely Google this tiny little thing because I'm determined to milk every last horrible chunk of dialogue out of this game if I can. The horrible milky chunks that this game has to offer. That's a disgusting sentence. Amura, Amalur, Scout. Please tell me other people are as stupid as me. Where is the scout on the ridge in Amura? Never found him either. Oh, they don't exist? The scout doesn't exist. She's disappeared. What? 3 runs through the game, never once saw the scout. Alright, so the game's fucking broken. What a surprise! It's like we're not playing Kingdoms of fucking Amalur. No, I mean, this is pretty much permanently happening. This is how the game loves to work. This wants to torture me with things that don't actually exist. What are you? Oh, that's Canrain. How is that no, just let me fast travel, please. When hostile enemies are near, but I can fucking trounce them in a single second. Does it really matter? Please tell me I get those as well. My didn't get anyone. Either that or they are permanently respawning. Why? Go away! Do you count as a hostile enemy? You are literally being battered around by your own friend's dead goo. Like the ball of essence that came out of his face was the thing that took you out. I don't think that really you're not very hostile, are you? You should be urinating and running away and nothing else. Let's make our way back to, actually, how close am I to my man? I am very far away from my man. So we're going to teleport to my man and hopefully run the fuck away from the troll instantly. Because like I said, not really into getting whack-a-mole right now. Maybe later, maybe I'll come back for a lovely little session with the big man. But now is definitely not the time for that, and it actually left me alone. How nice. Hey, Garth.
Good to see you here. Ready?
No, where are all our friends? I'm not ready if you are. Where's Aelin? Where's the little gnome man whose name I always forget? I'm ready if you are.
I am. But there hasn't been any sign of Aelin Shear or Ventrinio.
Yes, that is kind of the entire fucking point, my friend.
Couldn't trust her.
She saved our life like 100 fucking times. Maybe it's not her fault. Maybe it's your fault. Because the game has never given me a reason to distrust you, which is why I imagine you're gonna be the big fucking twist, and you are Gadflow's god for some reason, even though I've literally watched him try and shank you and sodomize you with a fucking dagger like 200 times, but hey, maybe they're both into that. It's not like you can kill a god with jamming things up its ass. Then again, don't tell Ant-Man that, he'll get very, very sad. Maybe it's not Aelin's fault.
I sent Ventrinio to keep an eye on her. He was sending me messages until recently. But there were fewer and fewer as we've gotten closer to Bhaile.
Hold on, it's really, really warm. I'm going to take off my clothes. I'm going to become slightly more naked.
Have to do it without them.
And by that I mean I'm just taking off a hoodie, so it's very, very unsexy. Who is the Kerr? You mean that dude you've told me about like 500 times? Yeah, he's got a very short memory.
He's the closest thing Vengeance has to a leader anymore.
Good old dementia-riddled protagonist.
With hatred that he's little more than a beast. If you're going to get into Bhaile, the Kerr has to die.
But he sounds like such a wonderful man. We should wait for Aelin.
Whatever Gadflow is doing in there, it's growing with every wasted minute. Even if Aelin didn't betray us, we don't have time to wait. Listen,
oh, I hate you,
you're
Agarth.
more powerful than I ever was. If anyone can stop this, it's you. When you kill Kerr, go into Bhaile and stop Gadflow. If we get separated, we'll keep fighting to keep an escape route open for you. Now go. Stay on guard.
I thought we'd bang at least once before the end of this. Like, whether it be Aelin or Agarth, I really didn't care, but someone... You mean we have to go? We have to save the goddamn world without the promise of getting our willy wet at least once? This is terrible. Can I just fast travel there? Can I ruin any drama this moment actually had? I can just teleport my way over there. I mean, to be fair, it would have had no drama anyway, since I've already killed anything that had a chance of, like, even slightly inconveniencing me, so... I need a key. Oh no. Please tell me teleporting didn't completely break... Okay, no, they're coming. Wow, were you really that close? Or is teleporting sort of, like, done in real time? Do you have the key? Or are you just gonna sort of shadow step through for me? Please just shadow step. Please carry me. Please hold me, Papa.
It's a shame to ruin the stone gardens with blood.
Yeah, I kind of already did that 1,000 times. Sorry. How tough is the Kerr?
We've got an aging hero and an ageless rogue and a fateless god among mortals. We might have half a chance, at best.
I love Sidon. Sidon is genuinely becoming my favorite fucking character. I'm not even sure why. I'd rather give him the big wet wang than I would Agarth at this point. And Agarth saved my life like 400 times. But he doesn't have nearly the sheer fucking sex appeal that this horrible tentacle head monstrosity has over here. Who are you? A random Bitterfrost soldier. Which means you abandoned Agarth and he's just fucking dying off in the distance somewhere, isn't he? Is he having a fight with this boy? No, he's nowhere to be seen. There is someone over here, though, but I don't think they're moving. Agarth? What's going on? Why? Also, you're not Agarth. They were just trapped together. Yeah, this was meant to be, like, quite a big moment, wasn't it? We were meant to actually go to war together with Agarth and Sidon and everything, which is probably why they had so many Tuath around here. Little did they know that I can one-shot literally everything ever. I'm so sorry, you broken-ass game.
We're nearly there.
Although, this is fucking amazing. It would have been more amazing if we had any sign of Aelin. But I'm starting to get real fucking suspicious of that. I don't know how many layers of twisty boys that this game wants to have, though. Because, like, the safe twist is just like, oh, Aelin was an absolute bitch all along. What a surprise. Or it's gonna be like, oh, Aelin wasn't the bitch, a Goth was the bitch. Or like, oh, Ventrinio captured her. There's so many different ways that this could go. And weirdly, I think I trust my former murderer Ventrinio more than I trust Aelin. Even though I really, really like Aelin, like, she has straight up admitted to my face that there is a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know. And I mean, the big, singing rocks gave us a little bit of insight as to your friends are just using you. Now, I don't know if they were just trying to get inside of my head and give my brain a nice little tickle under the chin. Yes, my brain has a chin, doesn't everyone else's? My brain isn't just like in the top of my head, it just goes all the way through my face. If anyone touches my face, I instantly die, which is worrying because I just touched my face in doing that. I'm gonna be dead in like 3 seconds, so I guess I better do an outro. Thank you guys so much for... I hate myself. I'm such a child today. I'm still absolutely like, I nearly used the word giddy, like a 70-year-old man. But yeah, I'm still like really, really excited about getting that new monitor. I'm gonna try not to mention it, because I know it sounds really shitty and just like I'm gloating or something, but I'm just genuinely really excited to finally have 4K. And any change in my setup, as we know, makes me into an absolute child for a couple of days. I have no idea why, but probably something I need therapy for. The fuck out of here. This is such a beating. Why call him an overlord if he's that ungodly levels of pathetic? Oh, and we ripped his soul out. How nice. Now that we've got his soul, I'm also going to take his yearly salary so his kids can't eat. And we'll, oh my god, and we'll see what we got going on over here. We still don't really know, though. I mean, I've never seen a Fey child. That being said, I've never seen a kid in the entire game. But since they're ageless, since they're deathless, do they just come out fully grown? Do they just tear their moms in half? And I mean, you gotta feel for them. Because, I mean, the Fey heads, the Fey bodies in general, are covered in these horrible fucking ungodly spikes. Having to shit one of those out, which is definitely how it happens, cannot be all that amazing, even if it is child-sized. Signet of Night. Oh, hell, even having to be born through a spiky-ass vagina cannot be particularly, pleasant either. So let's stop thinking about what no one has ever bothered to think about before, and let's get back to our endless murder spree, shall we? Oh, you are all overlords, and you're all gonna die in one! In the most pathetic ragdolls I think I've ever seen in my life, and did you really just take 8 damage? 3 literal natural disasters charge towards your fucking face, and did you take 8 damage? The equivalent of me stubbing my toe on a pillow. Like, why? How? What are you made of? And what am I made of if a natural disaster does 8 damage to you, but all of my attacks, me just throwing a frisbee at your fucking kneecaps, that does like 400. 50 times that of 3 natural disasters. But whatever, let's go ahead and set fire to you, because I'm actually trying to use a little bit of variation for once here. Because I'm so tired of just using the fucking electricity and using the meteorite and everything. I wish there were a few more spells in this game. I'm not even saying I want more spells, like, above meteorite tier. But maybe a few sort of, like, situational spells or, like, ways to exploit weaknesses and stuff like that. That would really not go amiss. Because, I don't know, I feel like I unlocked Meteorite and I unlocked this thing way too early in the game. Because when I unlocked him, I was one-shotting literally everything for like hours and hours and hours and hours and multiple fucking sessions. I don't think we ever had a challenge. And now that we're here, like, we're fighting the ultimate Tuatha. This is the vanguard of the House of fucking Vengeance. And I just sort of snip through them. I just rip their fucking taint open like they are wet tissue paper. And it's really, really disappointing. Like, I like it. They basically called me a god amongst mortals, which definitely made me tingle in all the right ways behind the back of my dick. But at the same time, I would like to be challenged, man. I know a lot of you would just say put up the difficulty, but this was the max difficulty when the game first came out. They only added in another difficulty for the re-release, and I guess maybe that's why they did it. Maybe people were complaining about how easy the game was back in the day, so it kind of makes sense. Maybe I should have played on the hardest difficulty, but at the time I assumed it was just like, oh yeah, let's make this absolutely Soulsian. And I wasn't really down for that at the time. I didn't know how hard the RPG was going to be, so I was just, oh my god, I'm about to die. I was just shitting on it for being so very easy, and now I insta-fucking dead in front of you all. Of course, that sounds like my life. Fuck out of here. But I can't still get out of that situation with a single spell. It's so stupid.
I ever was, or could have been. Our forces
there are so many things I would have done to that spell to like limit its effectiveness.
We've lost too much. Sidon and I will hold the gate for you as long as we can. But Bhaile is nearly deserted. Head in, face Gadflow, end this.
Wait. What? It's about to end. I guess this is goodbye. It sounds way more dramatic than, I'll be right back. Head into the store, you want something? No, we're just gonna go ahead and bring Agarth back some milk, shall we? I'll be right back.
I promise not to die if you don't. Just make sure you put a stop to Gadflow.
I can't believe this is it!
Our future involves sharing drinks and war stories around a cozy fire.
I don't! There is no way this is the end! Oh, I love you, Agarth. That was a really cool way to end it, even if I was shitting on it the entire time. But yeah, there are so many things I would have done to the meteorite to make it a more viable, fair spell on the enemy. It's weird that I want the enemy to have more of a chance to end me, isn't it? But that's what this game has done to me, is maybe a glutton for punishment. But yeah, so the spell could maybe do, sort of at my power level, maybe about the same or just a bit more. Oh, for fuck's sake, that was awful. Maybe about the same amount of damage or just a bit more than the really overpowered shock attack does, right? Like, I think that would be fair enough in its base level. But then maybe you could absorb damage through blocking or just by using your shield, and the more damage you take, it becomes more powerful to make it viable, to make it make sense as to why you could use it to get out of literally any situation ever. Because it should be able to do that, and by doing that, you can even sort of have a case as to why it should do more damage than it does now, but just having it be a flat damage rate with nothing really affecting it other than like enemy resistances and weaknesses, it's really shitty. I feel way too powerful. It's so annoying. Whatever. What? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, that's where we came from, I was gonna say. Then how the hell did I miss this? Who are you? Sidon? Huh? When did we leave him behind, and why? I don't remember trekking through nearly this much fucking, house, or wherever the hell we are. House of Vengeance is fucking tiny. I guess this is the only way we can go. Feels really weird leaving behind whatever that hidden door had to offer, but I guarantee you it's a chest full of nothingness. So, it's not so bad. I also absolutely adore the fact that I'm going to end fucking Gadflow. I'm gonna end the House of Vengeance. I think we did just take out the cur, didn't we? And apparently we only had, I guess at max we've got half a chance, whatever the fuck. He went down like 2 hits, dude. What are you talking about? You weren't even there. You weren't even fighting with us, and we still absolutely sodomized him. No, dispelled. Go away. Thank you. Oh no, I didn't save. Oh, this is dumb. This is dumb. I can't miss a single one. Okay, there we go. So I think if I ever fuck that up again, which chances are, we're not gonna have many more opportunities to do so, since we're right at the end of the fucking game, but still, if I fuck that up again, I think the smart thing to do... Oh my god, we're in Bhaile. Oh fuck, talking about the most boring part of the game and dispelling wards. We have made it to the home of eternal winter! Bhaile. I love this. I am terrified, but I absolutely love this, which is why we need my good old homie and potential Build-A-Bear fuckdoll, Bone Bitch, at our side all the time as we end this Hello Go. I knew you'd be here somewhere. Is that my gnome? Did you end my adorable little buddy?
Able to join the battle. Ventrinia was something of a hassle.
You killed Ventrinio!
He attacked me. It was only a matter of time before his greed got the better of him. The closer we got to
that'd be great if I didn't believe you in the slightest.
Tianok. and with harnessing Tianok's power, just like Gadflow did. That's why he had to be stopped, and why we need to talk about our mission.
You think I'm gonna become the next Gadflow? Our mission? You betrayed me! About time you told me. I don't know, I'm gonna keep all my cards close to my chest for now, because I don't know if I trust you or not. Because Ventrinio, he is the kind of guy who would very much give me a bit of the old murdering when I wasn't looking if he had the opportunity, but at the same time, I weirdly did trust him. I weirdly did think you had less chance of betraying us than lovely little Aelin here. What the hell is going on?
I wasn't sure I could trust you. You're not the same person you used to be. We're running
Much
out of time.
gooder boy, aren't
I'll
I?
explain as we go. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
That doesn't seem good. I feel like you should explain right fucking now. Because we're getting closer and closer and closer to Gadflow while you refuse to tell me anything. I'm gonna stand here because I'm probably gonna miss some of her dialogue lines if I don't.
Juggling knives and torches, he sang to his lords and ladies, but none smiled. Not an eyebrow raised as the snivelling jester imitated the king, not even when he took the crown from his head. Because this was the day that Gadflow murdered the Winter Court. This was the day the Tuatha were born, and our people became a sacrifice for Tirnoch.
Why would you even hire a jester with a name like Gadflow? Like, he just sounds like he's either some kind of horrible period sanitary towel, or, I don't know, like, oh shit, here we go.
Before you died.
You know we've done this 100 times before, right? Like, before I died and fucking since. This is not a special occasion for us. But yeah, he sounds like either some kind of horrible sanitary fucking towel, or, like, clearly the ender of a universe. No fucking middle ground there. Those are the only two possibilities. Now get out of my fucking face. Go away. Then go away. Am I really only fighting Niskaru here? The fuck is that dude? He has an absolutely amazing fucking... Wait, is that even a helmet or is that just your horrible, horrible face? Oh, it's just your face. Gross.
We keep the world from being consumed by greed, by war, and by Tirnoch. The ancient beast must stay sealed away at any cost. The world must never realize the terrible power Tirnoch offers.
Did you say we've been doing this for centuries? Or we've been continuing this for centuries? Because both are kind of fucking horrifying. Have I always been immortal? Is that why I came back in the first place? Or it seemed like Tirnoch wanted me to be. Feels like I'm her chosen. Maybe she needed someone to be fateless. Then why pick me? Because of my sheer fucking sex appeal? Can't say I blame her.
Since the Alabaster Wall was young, the beautiful bone-white forest was a place of peace and meditation. No piercing birdsong nor heated word could find its way between the branches. Quiet thought prevailed until Gadflow shattered our land. The Tuatha's crimson axes chopped the forest for arrow shafts, and Tirnoch's Prismere spires rose up to consume what remained. Now our forest is shattered, and screams of warfare fill its boughs.
Okay, two things. They really thought to waste fucking Prismere, the most powerful, terrifying, basically the nuke of this medieval fantasy world, and they wasted it on cutting down some trees. Seems just a little bit extreme. What the fuck did those trees ever do to you? But still. And then, again, why do you even need wood for arrow shafts when you have said Prismere? I guess maybe it's a waste, but I mean, it's like this magical fucking crystal shit. Of course it's gonna work 1,000 times better. Can we talk a little bit more, Aelin? Because the awkward silence here only makes me even more terrified of what the fuck you are and what the fuck I am, even. Please just leave me alone. Just wish she could do a half-decent amount of damage. Remember when she first showed up and she was one-shotting every single enemy with assassinations and shit? Missed that.
Only a force like her could warp eternal creatures like the Fae. So you came to infiltrate Alabastra, find Tirnoch, and seal her away forever. And you used Ventrinio to get in, under the guise of being his assistant.
Ah, so I was a sneaky little cunt wipe, huh? Look at me go, I'm way cooler than I am now! Was I, like, even more powerful than this? Or have I, like, regained my old power? Or am I more powerful than ever? I don't understand how a single fucking drop of this works, but I fucking love it anyway.
She would use her pawns to fully escape her prison. and the world would be her new plaything. You had to try, even though the Fate Weavers said you were doomed. As always, the Fate Weavers were right.
And I thought there was a whole thing in this game where Fate Weavers could sometimes be wrong. Or like they couldn't quite see the fates. Or is that just ever since I showed up and started ruining everyone's lives? Yeah, that seems pretty likely. Give me another stone.
The greatest heroes of winter have always fallen from the Bale's pale bows. From Pietra the Keen to Hulgan the Hungry. When the Tuatha claimed dominance over us,
what a cutie.
Heroes arose to defend winter. Gadflow laughed at their challenge and called up Tirnoch's wrath. In a second, our most loyal heroes were impaled by Prismere spires. Our heroes were gone,
They were?
never to be reborn, and our
I don't
people
see any.
succumbed to Gadflow's madness.
So Gadflow is capable of destroying the immortality of the Fae. I knew something was going on there, but the game kept contradicting itself. Maybe it's only the ones who get impaled on Prismere that are never allowed to have their lovely comeback tour 10 years later or whatever the fuck, and a lovely little cash-in. But no, I genuinely don't know how it works, and the game just refuses to explain it. So whatever, I guess we just gotta deal with that. Come on. Please, I wasted so many picks there. I might as well have just done an auto try. And it was for that dog shit as well?
You would come back to life. I wasn't sure how much you remembered. I couldn't be certain you would keep our secrets. I considered killing you then and there. Nothing personal. You would have done the same to me. But then I saw what you had become.
Excuse me, I'm a lovely boy.
I saw the new powers you wielded. And I saw how useful you could be.
Really? That's strange, because I literally never use the powers that the game really wants me to use. I'm barely even fateless. I never use the fate shifts. I really should, though. I absolutely love the idea of just beating someone over the goddamn head with their future. Especially when I do it to a gnome, because the gnomes just get fucking ragdolled around. It's the most horrible thing you've ever seen.
So I hope you continue your mission to stop Tirnoch.
Shit, I didn't hear that one at all, but I imagine it was just generic fantasy bullshit like the vast majority of all this. But at the same time, I am really intrigued as to what the hell we are. I just feel like maybe it should have been introduced a little bit earlier, other than right at the end of the fucking game. But whatever, I'm hardly surprised. This is a very confusing-ass game in general. Oh, this one's gonna kill me, isn't it? That doesn't seem so hard. Oh, I'm a god! Monies and nothing else. What is even the point of bringing those fuckers open?
Instead of an arcane age, Gadflow would have an endless winter. Not the winter of the Fae, but of Tirnoch's making. Gadflow has seen the visions of annihilation, of a blissful void across the world. It is not the will of Own, but against nature. The ageless decay of our people has become a weapon against yours. You, the Deathbringer and Siegebreaker, the usurper of fate and twice born, must become the Godslayer.
Yeah, they want me to shank the most powerful fucking monstrosity the world has ever seen, haven't they? And I don't think my itty-bitty fucking murder frisbees are gonna come in all that handy here. I mean, I could probably rip the stars out of the sky again a few times, but come on. They gotta make a god a little bit more than a 2-hit sponge, haven't they? I mean, to be fair, Balin was only 2 hits, and that was embarrassing. Hopefully they don't make that mistake again.
Times, the winter
Anakartos is still the scariest enemy in the game. 100%.
Night violets and pale moonflowers blossomed on a field of bluest grass studded with frost. When stars aligned, the aurora borealis danced for the queen herself.
Whoa. Oh.
But now the Tuatha have crushed the gardens and planted only corpses. The fruit of their tortured garden is only blood red.
Sounds absolutely beautiful. I thought I'd found like some kind of hidden path there. It looked like I was walking all over the fucking water. I thought I became Amalur's Jesus, which I mean, I basically already am. Obviously, I'm a living miracle. But I mean, I guess we haven't quite hit that status yet. Not till we murder God.
Tuatha rules us utterly. No.
Hello?
Last time you came here,
I'm trying to do a big old fucking listen.
This time, your destiny is up to you.
You bitch! Now I'm gonna go and find this again, and I absolutely hate having to do it this way, because it's so stupid and so broken, it just makes it so much more boring than it deserves to be. It's not in abilities, it's in like a really weird place, it's in like status. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why, but let's not question it. The game's stupid. The game, big dumb. The Teeth of Naros is complete. Nixeros is not complete. Gallows End, don't even know what that is. Gravehall, don't even know what that is. Winter, done. Ooh, ice resistance, cool. Summer, not done. This thing, not done. Bale, done. Reward, nothingness. Okay, thanks. Except that nothingness is pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Gadflow has crushed the Winter Fae.
Oh, I can do that. That's amazing.
Rules us utterly.
For some reason I thought we couldn't.
No longer are we reborn into this world, unless his god Tirnoch wills it so. This monster has crushed us, and our kind shall pass from this world. But
what if she wills it so?
When Gadflow is gone, and his god is left for another people to ravage, I may be freed from my tomb. And then I may share what dreams we made. It is the only immortality any of us may hope for now.
That's the word you want to go with? And that sounds great. I don't want to ravage their god. That sounds unpleasant. That sounds thoroughly illegal. And I mean, why is she even allowing that? I wouldn't call it ravaging if that's... Oh, go away. Oh, shit. Never mind. Do not go away. I need all of these. Starting with the boring ones, and then I need... Who was I? Gadflow, who was boring to me, apparently.
Or perhaps she was able to seek out his twisted mind. She offered him power, and with it, he began the Tuatha. No wonder Gadflow thinks she's a god.
So she isn't a god. But everyone keeps telling me that I need to become Godslayer, and by everyone I mean literally one person who is clearly already dead and living inside of a special magic rock. But whatever. Bale.
In the heart of the enemy's defenses. And this time, I trust you not to fail.
Why is it so shit here? Why is it as pathetic as it has ever been? I could do this alone. I don't need fucking help. I mean, I'm glad I am getting help because I'm getting all the fucking lore dump in the world. But that is your only purpose, Aelin. I hope you know that.
Then Tirnoch is right. Tirnoch is no god. She has almost as much power, and is every bit as dangerous to the world as any Dok god. Her powers raised Gadflow from a jester to a warlord, and in return, his army would usher in a chance for her to enter this world and consume it.
So I guess the whole jester thing is just to show how powerful she is, and how she doesn't really care like the beginning. It's not like she stole an old corrupt noble and made him even fucking scarier and sexier and more crystalline. No, she just jammed her fucking crystals inside of the funny man, the big fucking comedian. Okay, I guess. Who was I?
You're the one who stepped forward to stop Gadflow and the source of his power, even though fate said you were doomed to fail.
Where the fuck were you, arsehole?
Control you, but I expect you to succeed.